Hey guys, I hope you're doing great today. This is our chapter number 8 about identity and access management. Guys, in any IT company, there are employees, there are users. So we have to manage all those users. We have to manage user identities and group identities, and we have to make sure that the right users have the right access at the right time. So this is actually the goal of identity and access management. Identity and access management is a cloud service which allows us to add user identities. It allows us to modify user accounts. It allows us to add group accounts, group identities, roles, policies, and permissions. So what is Azure IAM? Let's dive in. And before we proceed, make sure that you subscribe DevOps Molvi. Let's see what is the headlines of today's lecture. So Microsoft Entra ID is a Microsoft cloud-based identity and access management service which helps us to manage identity accounts. Guys, if you are confused with identity accounts, you can think of it as user. So IAM helps us to manage users. IAM helps us to manage groups. IAM helps us to manage policies and roles and permissions. So that's what IAM is used for, and it is one of the key service that is used to protect our account from any unauthorized access. So what is identity and access management? We should know about the core concept of IAM. IAM is a framework which ensures the right people have the access to the right resources at the right time. This is actually the theme of identity and access management. Right people, I mean the users of the IT organization, no external or unauthorized users. Right people, your employees, department people, IT team people, marketing people. So the right people have the access to the right resources. As a DevOps engineer, I must have access to the virtual machines. I must have access to the container instances. I must have access to the Azure Kubernetes service. I'm the right guy. I am DevOps engineer for any IT company. I should have access to the DevOps resources at the right time. Right people with access to the right resources at the right time. So, this is actually the conclusion of IAM. No external or unauthorized users and no unwanted resources. For instance, if I am a DevOps engineer, then I definitely don't need access to the BI tools or analytics or marketing tools in my cloud account, in my Azure account. So, as a DevOps engineer, I am the right person to have access to the resources like virtual machine scale set, containers, Kubernetes clusters, etc. So these are the right resources for me at the right time. And IAM also allows organizations to create, manage, and group user identities. This is also one of the core purposes of using IAM. It helps us to create users, it helps us to modify users. It also helps us to attach roles, permissions, policies to certain users and groups. And also, guys, access control, which is built in the IAM framework, it also enables organizations to control access to applications and resources based on user roles and permissions. Let me explain it. If there is a user, a DevOps intern, okay, and it is obvious that the DevOps intern do not need or should not have any admin access to any of the resources on our cloud platform. So that's what access control is used for. Access control actually allows a certain user to have the correct access. So the DevOps in turn should have the read-only access. He or she can only view our resources on our cloud account, on our Azure account. A DevOps intern should not have any kind of right role or admin role. So that's what access control is used for. Access control enables us that the right persons should have the right access to the right resources. And guys, by the way, there is one important thing that we must know, that identity and access management work on the least privilege principle. What is that? Least privilege principle. We should give the only required access to any user. If a user needs read only access, we should not give him or her the right access or the admin access. That's what least privilege principle is. That the correct access should be granted to the correct or to the right user. Now, what is directory service? A directory service is a central registry for information about users, groups, computers, printers, and other network resources. It is a central register which has all the records. So it is known as a directory service. In directory service, I can find information, I can find all the details about my users, my groups, my devices like routers, printers, okay, and also the other network resources. Like I told you, that resources like network switches, routers, and other devices which are used by the employees within an IT organization. It also stores attributes like usernames, passwords, user preferences, device information, and more, and verifies user identities for access to systems and applications. If any user wants to log in to the Azure portal, that user must have the correct credentials. All those credentials, when it is common, whenever I sign in to hotmail.com or light.com, I have to give my username and password. Then this username and password is verified by the directory service. Directory service confirms that this user exists and the password is correct. So after that, I am granted access to my account. That is the similar case here as well. If any device needs authorization, if any user needs authorization or authentication, that user's credentials are verified with the help of directory service, because directory service is the storage point of all the informations like username, passwords, and if the information is correct, that user is granted access to the resources. So now, what is Microsoft Entra ID? Microsoft Entra ID is cloud-based IAM service. It was formerly known as Azure Active Directory. Just like I told you, it was Azure Active Directory. Microsoft Entra ID is a directory service which enables us to sign in and access both Microsoft cloud applications and cloud applications that we develop. So Microsoft Entra ID is identity and access management service. It helps us to log into our user accounts. It helps us to access our resources on the cloud. It helps us to modify, it helps us to build and access our cloud application on our Azure account. So Microsoft Entra ID is the cloud IAM service on Azure. So there is more information about Microsoft Entra ID. We can connect our on-prem Active Directory with Microsoft Entra ID. Microsoft can help protect us by detecting suspicious sign-in attempts at no extra cost. For instance, if I want to connect my on-prem devices like printers, systems, computers with Microsoft Entra ID, I can do that. It is possible. And also, Microsoft Entra ID helps us to detect any unauthorized logins, any malicious attempts on our accounts. Azure administrators, application developers, Microsoft 365, Office 365, Azure, and Microsoft Dynamics CRM online subscribers users use Microsoft Entra ID for account authentication. So these are all services that rely on Microsoft Entra ID. So Azure engineers, DevOps engineers, administrators, application developers, they all use Microsoft Entra ID for account authentication. So what is Microsoft Entra ID used for? There are four major uses of Microsoft Entra ID. The number one is authentication. It includes verifying identity to access applications and resources. If the user has the correct credentials, he or she will be granted access to the resources. Otherwise, he or she would be denied. So that's what Microsoft Entra ID does. It does the authentication job. Single sign-on, which enables us to remember only one username and one password to access multiple applications, like we use Gmail or Facebook to sign in on multiple websites. So that's what Microsoft Entra ID does as well. So we can use Microsoft Entra ID as single sign on multiple devices on multiple portals. Also, guys, Microsoft Entra ID helps in application management. We can manage our cloud and on-prem applications by using Microsoft Entra ID. And just like I told you, that if we have devices on our on-prem data center, we can connect those devices. We can add and manage and register all those devices on Microsoft Entra ID. And then we can manage all those devices from Microsoft Entra. So if we have Active Directory on our on-prem data center, we can connect our Active Directory to Microsoft Entra ID. And it enables consistent identity experience between cloud and on-prem data centers. So we can connect our on-prem devices with our Microsoft Entra Cloud IAM. Apart from that, guys, Microsoft Entra ID also provides domain services. From domain service, I mean domain join, group policy, and Kerberos authentication, which is a network authentication type. By the way, if you are not a Linux guy, I I totally understand that these are most of the times managed by Azure guys, Azure administrators, and Microsoft Windows administrator. So in this Azure Fundamentals course, we must have the idea about domain services. Domain services can be domain join, group policy, and Kerberos authentication. When a domain joins a domain group, it becomes the part of that domain, and virtual machine gains access to shared files, printers, and other network resources managed by the domain controller. So Microsoft Entra ID also offers domain services. From domain services, I mean to say domain join, group policy, authentication like Kerberos authentication. When a virtual machine joins a domain, everything on that domain becomes accessible for that virtual machine. You got it? So we create a domain where we share files, where we can share data, and those files and data can be accessed by multiple users at one time. So that is what the purpose of domain services. But before that, we have to create a domain service, and then we can use domain join to join that domain. So you must have a question in your mind that how we can connect our on-prem Active Directory with the domain service or with Microsoft Entra ID. Now you can see here Microsoft Entra ID is playing a central role. It is combining our on-prem devices, our on-prem infrastructure with the cloud. So here you can see I have on-prem Active Directory where my users are added, like users, passwords, and multiple identities. So whenever there is a change, whenever there is any modification, that is actually synced together. Now you can see the arrow is on both sides. So whatever changes happen here, they are automatically synced. Microsoft Entra Connect Sync. With the help of that, our information is continuously synced with Microsoft Entra ID. And now here we have this managed domain, and every information is updated here on our Azure cloud account. Now you can understand from here that we have users, groups, and passwords and IDs that are continuously synced with Microsoft Entra ID. And then Microsoft Entra ID get all those informations, and our information is updated in our managed domain. It ensures identity consistency across on-prem and cloud environments. So that is the purpose of Microsoft Entra ID, which ensures that the records, the data that we have on our on-prem devices, on on-prem data center, is continuously synced and updated on our cloud environment. So Microsoft Entra ID plays a crucial and central role to update data from our on-prem data center to our cloud environment. So that's it, guys, for today's lecture. We are going to discuss more about authentication methods in Azure in our chapter number 9. If you have any confusion, if you have any feedback or suggestions, make sure to leave them in the comments below. And we are going to complete this course as soon as possible. Make sure that you subscribe DevOps Molvi. Have a good one. Bye.